There was an early morning staff meeting at the Jones office, and every senior staff was in attendance. Tekina was also there. As the meeting was going on, he realized his phone was about to go off because it had 1% of battery power remaining. He was happy that he had his phone charger with him, so he quickly plugged the phone on an extension which he saw on Jones' table. Tekina was happy that his phone was charging while the meeting was going on. By the time we finished the meeting, my phone would have charged 100%. Tekina said to himself as he went back to paying attention to the discussion at the meeting. However, when the meeting ended, Tekina forgot his phone at Jones' table and went back to his office. Jones felt lonely at the end of the meeting, so he decided to call Diana to come and keep him company. When he dialed Diana's number, he saw that Tekina's phone, which was on his table, also vibrated. He decided to cut the call and send her a WhatsApp message instead. "I want you to come to my office. Let's have fun," Jones wrote in the WhatsApp message. "That is dangerous. What if my husband sees me? He also works in the place as you. Remember, why not exercise patience? I will come to your house when you come back from work," Diana replied. "But I'm missing you. You know I have fallen in love with you and always want you to be by my side. I'm finding it difficult to concentrate without you. Please, I want to see you here in few minutes," John said. When he was done with the WhatsApp conversation with Diana, he checked Tekina's phone screen and saw that all the messages he sent to Diana were there. He was shocked. How did this happen? Does it mean Tekina hacked his phone of his wife's WhatsApp? Thank goodness his phone is here. He will never see this phone again. Jones took Tekina's phone, searched through it, and made sure he deleted all the messages that came from him. He then switched off the phone and hid it in his bag. He also took the charger and hid it in his bag, making sure to cover unnecessary tracks. It's as if he wants to catch me and his wife, but his plan has failed. I'm always 2 steps ahead in this romantic game, John said to himself. Someone knocked at his office door. He rushed to open it. He thought it was Tekina, but it was Diana. "You are here. Thanks for coming very fast. I missed you so much, Diana," John said as he hugged Diana tightly. He forgot to close the office door. "Did you bring your car?" Jones asked. "No way. I used Uber. My husband works here. If I bring my car, he might see it and start wondering what I'm doing here. In this type of journey, it is always best to use public transportation to avoid being caught," Diana replied with a smile. Diana was beginning to feel comfortable with Jones. In fact, she too had started to fall in love with him. Her heart was beginning to convince her that what she was doing was the right thing. She had reached the point of no return in her relationship with Jones. After many days of reflection, Diana decided that there was too much to lose if she decided to break away from Jones. She wants her husband to keep his job and all the benefits that come with it. She has also started getting gifts from Jones. The other day, Jones gave her $50,000 and she was blown away. Besides, there was something Jones does for her in the bedroom that she loves so much. Each time Jones uses his tongue to browse her website, she enjoys it so much that it always nearly makes her go crazy. Her husband has always refused to do that with her. He always says her website is a dirty place and he cannot use his tongue as a web browser. So, Diana decided to enjoy Jones and also keep her husband. "I brought food for you," Diana said as she unzipped a small bag and brought out a full flask containing porridge plantation. She cooked it with generous crayfish and pomo. Jones loves Nigerian dishes. "Oh my goodness, this is so lovely. But I want to eat the other food before eating the one in the food flask," Jones said as she led Diana into a secluded room within his office. The office is so big that it had another secluded room which had bed in it. Someone knocked at the office door when Jones was booting his computer system so that internet browsing could start. He rushed to open the door, making sure to cover himself up before going out to know who was it. He was rushing because he remembered that the door was not locked. When he opened the door, he saw Tekina. Tekina, what brought you back? Jones asked. Sorry, sir. I forgot my phone here. I was charging it during the meeting. I have come to pick it, Tekina said as he entered the office. Diana was in the smaller room, so she didn't see Tekina, but she could hear his voice. She was so scared. Where did you plug the phone? Jones asked. Right here on your table, but I can't find it. Maybe I took it but forgot I did. Let me go back to my office and check my bag more properly. Sorry for disturbing you, sir, Tekina said as he made to leave the office. When he turned to leave, the corner of his eye saw the food flask on John's table. He recognized this food flask because his wife has used it to pack food for him severally. Is that not my food flask? How come it's in your office? Ekena asked as he drew closer and touched the flask. Of course not. I bought it myself. I made noodles this morning at home, but I couldn't eat it because I was running late to work. I decided to pack it in the flask. Nice to hear you have the same kind of flask, John said. I'm almost sure this is my flask, Tekina said as he opened the flask and saw porridge plantain in it. It smelled exactly like the same as the one his wife served him earlier in the morning before he came to work. You said you cook noodles, but I can see plantain inside the flask. It's exactly the same plantain I ate this morning. It has the same aroma, Tekina said, licking his lips. Why are you interrogating me? What are you? A policeman? What's your business with what I eat? Cover my food and leave my office. Jones shouted at Tekina. I'm sorry, sir, Tekina said and left the office. Jones went back to meet Diana and they finished what they have started. Months have passed since Diana started doing something with Jones. She and Jones have been regular visitors to the bedroom. They are doing it like newly married couple, and Diana was enjoying it. She woke up one morning and realized she had not seen a monthly visitor. It was last for 2 weeks. Diana decided to test herself and see if she was pregnant. She drove to the pharmacy and bought two pregnancy test strips. When she got home, she dipped one of them into her early morning urine. The result came out as positive. She also dipped the second strip and got the same result. I'm pregnant, Diana said to herself. At first, she was happy and she wept out of joy. But when she finished rejoicing, she began to think about the implications of the pregnancy. I'm sure my husband is not the father of this baby. I can't even remember the last time he made love to me, Diana said to herself. She was alone in the toilet where she had done the pregnancy test. She was squatting and the container of the urine was still in front of her. I'm very sure Jones is the father of this baby. He's the one that has not allowed my website to rest over the past few months. He's likely going to be the father. If Jones is the father of this baby, that means I'm in big trouble because the baby will come out as white. If the baby comes out as white, everyone will know that I have been cheating on my husband with the white man. How do I handle this? I wish there is a way to know the father of the baby before it is born, Diana said. She was deeply troubled. My husband will divorce me if I give birth to this baby and it turns out that the child resembles Jones. He will chase me out of the house without delay, Diana lamented. Later in the evening, Diana decided to visit Jones to tell him about the pregnancy. When she got there, Jones was happy to hear the news. He too was sure that the child belongs to him. He knew he spent more time with Diana than the time she had spent with Sekina, her husband. I'm so happy to hear this. I'm sure the baby is mine. There is no doubt in my heart that I'm the father of this baby. I'm so happy that I'm about to become a father. I have always dreamt of having a child with a Nigerian woman, and now my dream is about to come to pass. Thank you so much, Diana, for making me a father, John said. He has come to love Diana so much. After I fell in love with her, he started treating her with utmost respect. He easily dotes on her with money and other expensive gifts. Diana has also come to see Jones as a very romantic man. She likes everything about him, yet she still maintains that she would like to keep living with her husband, who she also loves. She knew she was living a double life, but had decided to fully indulge in it. Although Jones has stopped threatening to sack her husband or to post her video online, It was clear now that she could no longer leave the white man because she had fallen in love with him. I'm happy you accepted the pregnancy, but what if the baby is not yours? I know we have been spending a lot of time together, but there's still a tiny possibility that my husband could be the father of the child, Diana said. Jones had rushed to the refrigerator and came back with a bottle of wine and two glass cups. He poured a generous portion of wine for Diana and also poured for himself. When was the last time your husband touched you? Jones asked as he sipped his wine. I think it's been 1 month now. The last time we made love was 2 months ago, Diana said. That's the point. Meanwhile, I have been visiting your website almost every day. I'm so certain that the seed in your womb is mine, Jones said excitedly. They both clinked their cups in happy shares. Just like Jones, Diana was certain she was not pregnant for her husband. However, she was still obligated to tell Sekina. It is not good if he finds out only when the baby bump has started growing. So that night, Diana gave her husband the second pregnancy test strip. You are going to be a father. I'm pregnant, Diana said. They had just finished eating their night food and were getting ready to go to bed when Diana dropped the news. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to be a father soon. This is the best news I've ever heard in a long time. Thank you, my love, for making me a father, Tekina said. In this heart, Tekina knew the baby doesn't belong to him. He knew Jones was responsible for the pregnancy. He is well aware of the fact that his wife had been having an affair with Jones. That was even why he was no longer interested in visiting her website. To him, the website has already become dormant. He had called his mother several months ago and narrated the situation to her. He told her to look for a suitable village girl for him to marry and secretly replace Diana since she didn't want to keep her leg closed and limit the number of men who logged into her website. 2 weeks ago, his mother called him that she had seen a girl. Now that Diana is pregnant for Jones, he would go to the village and bring the girl. He had already sent money to his mother and she had paid the bride price on the new wife. Now that you are pregnant, I don't want you to stress yourself. Tomorrow, I'll go to the village and bring one of my cousins to be our housemaid. She will be helping you to do house chores so that you will just relax as a pregnant woman. I love you so much and want you to enjoy this period of pregnancy, Tekina said. Diana was so happy about the news. She had always wanted a housemaid because the work at home is overwhelming. Thank you so much, my husband. What would I do without you? Diana said. The next day, Tekina went to the village and brought his second wife, Julia. He told Julia to pretend to be the housemaid, and she agreed.